everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Swan TV. I'm James Groves, Managing Director of Indigo Swan. This is one of our Meet the Swan, What's Going Swans, Swan TVs. So today I am delighted to be joined by Mr. Richard Brooks. Rich, how are you?
Very well, very well. Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. Thanks for coming along. Do you want to start a little bit by introducing yourself and what you do at Indigo Swan?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So I'm Richard. I'm the cases team manager and coach. So I look after, I think there's about 6 of us at the last count of case managers, helping all of our clients with any issues they have post-sale of the contract. So it's a good role. I joined Indigo Swan in December 2020, which seems such a long time ago now, but it's not. And yeah, absolutely loving it.
So you are here, well, to say hello, so people can see your face and hear a little bit more from you, but you're also here because you are taking part in the ride across Britain to raise money for Big C, which is Indigo Swan's chosen charity this year. Can you tell us a little bit more about this horrific challenge? I have to say horrific because I know what it is.
Yeah, of course. So it's something I've been wanting to do for absolutely years and years and years. It's an event that used to be sort of sponsored by Deloitte, and when I lived in London, I was lucky enough to work with them. So it's an event that's been on the sort of back burner for a long, long time. It is, yeah, horrific. It's cycling 980 miles over 9 consecutive days from Land's End to China Groats. So it entails sort of waking up something horrific like 5 a.m, being on the bike by 6 a.m, cycling 105 odd miles per day over what can only be known as the hilliest terrain in the UK, all the way from the very, very bottom to the top. So the best part of my day will be arriving at the base camp, as they call it, sleeping in a tent, which I've not done for years, sleeping outside in a tent, so zero comfort probably there at the end of a hard day. But no, looking forward to it. It's going to be hopefully amazing, breathtaking sceneries, and what a challenge.
What made you want to do it, though?
Like I said, it's always been something I've wanted to do, and I always knew that I wanted to do something sort of big, if that makes sense, and something sort of different to other things. And I think with COVID and all of ourselves being kind of confined to, our own houses and not being allowed to go outside, we were allowed to go outside, but do the normal things like go on holiday, see different parts of England or Europe in bits and pieces. I always knew that once the gates were open, so to speak, for us to sort of go back out into the outside world, I wanted to make up the time that I sort of felt I'd lost and things. So I kind of put 2 and 2 together and thought, now is definitely the time to do it. And yeah, literally cannot wait till the 10th of September when it starts. So a little while to go yet, which is good from a training point of view, but yeah, can't wait.
Well, you talk about training there. There's probably some people watching this thinking, oh, he's doing 900 odd miles, 100 odd miles a day for 9 days. This guy must be some sort of pro cyclist, which I know you're not.
No.
So for the not to take anything away from you, but we know you are not a professional cyclist. You probably wouldn't work at Indigo Swan. But what is the training schedule like? What have you been doing so far, and what do you still need to do in time for when the race starts?
So training for me at the moment, it started at the start of January. It's like an 8/9 month training plan, written by the people that have done it. So it's tailored to the exact event. At the moment, it involves me cycling about 10 hours a week at the moment. As the months go on, it will get harder. The hours will increase. I think one of the days they get me to bike 7 or 8 hours a day.
So if people want to donate to the charity, obviously to Big C, where we're looking to raise money, what's the best way of them doing that?
Best way for them to do it is we've set up a Just Giving page. So at the bottom of this video, the link will be popped on there. I'll read it out. He says, looking down, it's www.justgiving.com/fundraising/ride with Rich. We're looking to make as much money as possible. The Big C is a huge charity from my point of view. They do a lot of fantastic work, really, really, really good cause. So any donation, no matter how big, how small, will be hugely and gratefully received by not only Indigo Swan, myself, but also the big sea.
900 miles in 9 days. There's absolutely no losing. But great stuff, Rich. Thank you ever so much for joining us. And everybody join us on the next Swan TV.
Cheers for having me.